quick anime note. Okay. Here is Michael B. Jordan coming out of the gate swinging with his top 5 anime, which I disagree with.
Off your back. Is that sort of from your anime love?
Yes.
Talk to me about how anime informed the way you placed the camera and shot the movie.
So usually in anime, when the protagonist and antagonist are fighting, physically they're trying to take each other's heads off. They're trying to kill each other. They're trying to win the physical battle. But emotionally, they're usually someplace quiet. And they're talking about how they feel, because fighting was the only way they can communicate with one another.
Tell me though, if you were a total layman, you've never seen anything, you've never seen, Neon Genesis, Evangelion, you've not seen a thing. What are your go-to, here's where you start suggestions?
This is a terrible list for starter anime, especially for the Western audience. That's crazy. I have a really good starter anime list, which I've talked about time and time again. Okay? But let's see what he is talking about.
One Piece, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter. That's a pretty good starting 5.
I disagree. He just mentioned that literally 1 to 5, some of the best shonens out there. Okay? It's true. It's true. These are incredible shonen. Okay? All of these. And I would say Dragon Ball and Naruto were kind of my starter animes as well. But I do not recommend these as a starter anime. Why? Okay? Why do I not recommend these as a starter anime? Because if you want people to get into anime, you have to lead them into the shonen waters. And they have to understand the concept of filler, for example. Okay? Unfortunately, one, this is a controversial take that I addressed in Trash Taste as well. Dragon Ball, at least Dragon Ball Z especially, is not a good rewatch. It doesn't hold. Okay? 8 episodes to 9 episodes for a fight sequence to even start, that's crazy. You're not going to get people to be able to watch that in this day and age. Okay? Straight up. So much filler. Naruto, insane amounts of filler. One Piece has a decent amount of filler too, and the pacing is like kind of slow in the beginning. Okay? I also have another controversial take, I guess, but Dragon Ball over Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if that's a thing that people actually recognize. But anyway. I'm not hating on Dragon Ball Z. But I do think a lot of new anime are way better at coming out of the gate swinging and capturing your attention. And you recognize that it literally gets you into the fold immediately. There isn't any long, drawn out, and sometimes I would say not great storytelling that you see in older anime because of their release schedules. Older anime had to fill more time. That's why people often will say, just read the manga, which is true. If I hadn't read the Dragon Ball manga, I would not be interested in the Dragon Ball anime. If I hadn't read the Naruto manga, I would not have been interested in Naruto anime. Okay? But nobody's going to do that. I was nerdy, and that's why I did that. So if you want someone to really get in, if you want someone to really get into anime, don't recommend anything else other than the ones I have talked about. Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, One Punch Man, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is another good one. Death Note is a pretty decent one too. These are all very solid entry point animes. Okay? Maybe even Attack on Titan, if you want. I see you've gone full mask off Wii post Japan trip. I think people have like taken the I'm not a weeb thing a little too seriously. No one will understand One Punch Man if they're new. That's not true. You're wrong. One Punch Man is great. because it makes fun of all the established anime tropes. But it's also good if you've never watched an anime. It's still good. That's why it's so popular, dude. There are so many people that have watched One Punch Man that hadn't watched any other anime before. Obviously, if you watch One Punch Man with the knowledge of all of the anime tropes that they're making fun of, then it's even better. But you can still do that. You can still watch One Punch Man without experiencing everything. See, there's people in here. The only anime I've seen is One Punch Man, and I loved it. Yeah, there you go. Ghost in the Shell and its various spin-off series are also very solid. That's another, yeah, I agree. Naming the Adult Swim lineup, how we know Hasanabi is a millennial. Yeah. An adult would watch Cowboy Bebop. Yeah. And then you slowly wean them in to, you slowly guide them towards like long shonen, but they have to establish a baseline that they enjoy watching animated shows that adults can consume. That's it. Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle are also good. Yeah, I mean, Studio Ghibli is Disney, but anime. So yeah, you can. It's very watchable. It's very good. It's very beautiful. God, the sound editing in Studio Ghibli productions is like psychotic. Genesis Evangelion yet? You think it's too weird for a normie or something? I love it, filled with action, short and sweet. Yeah, I feel like it's a little. I don't know. I'm not like really into mecha. I know this is like sin, but I don't know if it's the best, especially because of the ending and all 25 of the endings. Like, it will leave people who have never watched anime. It's anime for Catholics. Good one. Studio Ghibli is very Disney-like. Ghibli being Disney anime is jail-worthy take. Disney would never touch how Dark Gray with the Fireflies or Princess Kaguya. Okay, dude. I'm not talking about, like, plot points or whatever. I'm talking about, like, mass appeal, beautifully animated sequences. Like when you compare Ghibli to like other animated productions, it stands out. Yu Yu Hakusho is a great starter anime. I don't know. I mean, I like Yu Yu Hakusho, but I do think that older anime is like sometimes a hard watch. I was never into Inuyasha. I never was into Sailor Moon. I tried watching Rurouni Kenshin, and it was like kind of good, but I just, it dropped off for me. Anyway.